I'm Shane.
I'm Bo.
We are your Kentucky Fried Critics.
Happy New Year.
That's right, guys. We told you last time, we're just in a weird spot. This is extra timey-wimey for me and Bo. We have finished our Christmas movies because officially the last one we did will be out the weekend before the weekend before Christmas.
Yeah.
And then we were like, but so that means that this would be the week after Christmas, and so we didn't want to do
Another
Christmas movie because it's after Christmas.
Yeah, it's New Year's.
So
it's go out, get drunk, and party.
It seemed appropriate.
Night, right?
But now that all that being said, for me and Bo, it is not even Christmas. It's not even Christmas yet. It's more than a week away from Christmas.
Right.
And I know you guys keep hearing
everybody that does a podcast understands this. They're like, no, that makes sense. But everybody else is like, wait, what?
And it's more so that it's just that it's a trip for us at this point. Because, again, we've been doing this for long enough. But we just, we
still don't have a calendar. We're still just trying to keep this in our head.
We do a pretty good job.
Yeah, good job,
at
man.
this point.
It's mostly you.
But my main point is just that, it's every time we get ahead, something happens and we get behind. This is the longest that we've kept, even though it's only one episode. Yeah. That one episode really...
It's nice to have a buffer.
It's nice to have a buffer, but it really messes with, again, it's not New Year's.
No, it's not.
Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year.
You know what I mean? It's still taking a little bit of getting used to on my part.
You'll adapt.
I guess.
Adapt or die. Isn't that the way?
Are we trying to be bored now?
Yes. Your cultural and technological distinctiveness will be added to our own. Resistance is futile.
All right, but so for New Year's...
Swerve, it's a Star Trek episode.
For New Year's, we are going to be doing 200 cigarettes. We'll talk about the movie more in a minute, and I've got a lot to say about this movie, because I love this movie.
I like this movie, too. I'd never seen it before.
Before we get into that, let's do the beer real quick. Yeah, I love these people.
Yeah.
It's our local...
It's Sawstone again.
This is
our favorite.
That's right. Well, certainly the one we want to give the most shout outs to.
It's the one I go to the most.
Yeah, well, I mean, I drink more of it than
surprising amount of bars in our town.
But there's only one brewery.
Yes. Only one brewery.
This is their Sweater Weather. It's one of their seasonal releases. And now you'll know because by this point the social media posts have come out. We still have just the growler, the picture's not. Jug. Yeah, we'll have.
The can.
We'll have the can for the. I'm sorry, I said we'll have the Crowler can pictures that are up, just like we have for their other ones. I will take this time to say though that they do have for their mainstay beers. They've now got actual cans. So the next time,
you can go buy them at the liquor store. I saw them.
Next time we want to do one of the mainstays beers for an episode, we can finally do an episode of theirs.
Don't we have another Grumpy Old Men to do?
Yeah, we can. But here's the thing: we use that. That's the one. That's the one. So we can.
Yeah, but we didn't have this can.
Though. I know. I'm not. I was gonna say that was my pitch to you. I was gonna say it's the perfect way to do a loose end by bringing back something that now has.
Look at it. I saw it was a nice can. I liked it.
So yeah, we're giving away too much. But this is in the future. We already have plans for this. I even have plans for when to do it, but I'll talk to you about that outside of the episode. Right. We gotta keep a little bit of secrets. They can't know. They can't know all of our machinations that we've got going on in our head, right?
Oh, so I should take this chart down. Shit.
Shh. No, I took that. Dude, I'm not. Secrets say secrets.
So the people listening can't see what I'm doing.
Well, there was nothing back there anyway. The people in the video are about. They were even about to be like, "Did I miss something? Was there something there?" It's all written on the poster behind you. Mm-hmm. It's just totally like
you gotta flip it around.
It's Adventures in Babysitting. It's written in the Playboy. It's just written on the poster.
There you go.
All right, let's get into this again. This is their Sweater Weather. Sorry, we got so carried away. I
We've
said that-
already been enjoying this for a little bit already.
it's their IPA. So, but the thing is, it's like an IPA, but it's made with like malts that aren't or hops that aren't normally done with IPAs. But
I
he
didn't
did
get
it in the
IPA out of
process.
this at all.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So it's different.
It's a sneaky IPA.
It's very different. I love the taste. I think it's good.
I like it.
Again, it was perfect. This is one of those. It didn't really match to the movie, other than like we're at a cold time of year.
Yeah,
it's a sweater
and
weather.
the movie's in New York, and everybody's wearing sweaters and shit.
It's supposed to be really cold. Although if you really look, it doesn't look like there's any snow or anything that would make you think this is.
Half the girls are like in dresses with
Yeah.
their tits out. And
Yeah,
it's like,
they're
yeah,
not
it can't be that
dressed-
fucking cold.
They're not dressed like this is New York City.
And they're just wandering around all night, just outside, like it's nothing.
But yeah,
Over here, I'm like, I'd look like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I'd have every coat.
you would certainly be wearing a
Sweater, yeah.
Sweater weather.
Those big poofy Irish sweaters, you know, the big wool ones.
I thought about wearing some kind of sweater because
don't have one.
Well,
I just
but-
have hoodies.
I settled for this Sawstone shirt.
Oh, yay! There you go.
I was like, if I can't wear the sweater,
Just-
I'll wear.
Wait,
something.
no. Where's your Sawstone hat? I know you got one. You should
I
have
do.
that too.
I didn't. I
Just
didn't
full-
want to wear.
just
I didn't
full
want to wear a
billboard
hat
for
for a
him.
whole episode, and I just didn't want to.
Don't take your headphones off either. Just put it on top with the headphones. It'll be great.
But so yeah, I mean, I have a couple other hats. Like, I support them. I support local.
Yeah,
I
we
love
even
it.
have cups.
Yeah, special
Our
cups. Yeah,
special
the anniversary birthday cups. Yeah. All right, enough about them. We've gushed. We love you guys.
All right, that's fine.
The movie though, like I was saying, this is a movie I want to talk about because I feel like not enough people talk about it. I don't even know if I can say that it's that they don't know. I think other people my age know. Like you said, your sister.
Yeah, my sister
remembered
knew.
it when you said it to
Yeah.
her. But I promise she probably hasn't watched it or
No.
thought about it, and neither have I.
Probably literally just the scene she described
Yeah.
to me.
And neither have I. But at the same time, like I do have very fond memories. And I feel like even the other people who watched it that were my age or slightly older maybe don't even realize it was that good of a movie. I feel like it got
No, they
It got-
saw the thumbnail and went, oh, I remember.
yeah, well, but I feel like people got an unfair like bad taste in their mouth about this movie. Like I remember that it didn't like again, if you go to IMDb, which has nothing to do with whatever it would have got rated at the time.
Yeah.
But if you go to IMDb, it's got like a 32 Metacritic score or something. Like it's abysmal.
Why?
It's super low. Well,
I thought it was. It's not a masterpiece, but I feel like it couldn't have cost that much to make this. I mean,
well, and again,
and it
here's
was
my
a fun
thing.
story.
The like it doesn't make sense for any of this. It is a MTV production. We should be seeing this
Yeah,
everywhere.
not streaming nowhere.
No, this is 100%.
Like, no, that's like
It's a hidden away from you.
you got to look
locked
for this.
away. This is another one of our. There's a secret place. If you really want to know where to find it, message us. We'll make sure you know. We only don't want to tell this. It's not it's not illegal.
No.
It's in a very
There-
upstanding website.
Just feel like if we tell too many people, they'll get rid of it.
Something might
Yeah,
happen.
something like they'll be like, oh wait, there's some weird legal loophole that'll cause us to be able to shut that
But
down.
so if there are people that want to see this after they hear us talk about it, by all means,
You
reach
know-
out somewhere.
you know what we're talking about.
Reach out somewhere. We'll find a
Well,
way to let
yeah.
you know. We'll make sure you know, and so you can find it. And you
Can we
watch
just nondescriptly throw the link into the description?
I could do that. I could do that. I could even
Don't-
maybe-
don't say what it is. Just
Well,
Hey.
no, I'm not going to.
random link. Click on it. Something might happen.
This is a fun place to go.
Yeah.
Well, I could definitely instead of doing that, what I
Mhm.
could do is link to the place that linked me to it because it was like a random social media post.
Ah, see, there you go.
That way they can definitely
It's like
find it, but I don't have to worry about like a direct thing.
third party.
Yeah, you know.
Clandestine, man.
Well, again, you remember the 80s. This is how it worked when you had to reroute a phone call, right? Like, you'd
Right.
see it, the hackers would be like, okay, so I routed a call from here to Sri Lanka, and Sri Lanka to Beijing, and Beijing back here. And so they'd have to trace it back. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, we're doing that. We're doing that. We're like, so I didn't give you the site, but I gave you a site that gets you to the site.
So That's on them.
Yeah.
I was just talking about this guy's webpage.
I just was talking about that social media post.
Yeah,
because somebody was talking about this movie.
It's a cool Facebook. Check it out.
I thought maybe you guys would want to see this post about this movie.
Like dude went to Hawaii. It was great.
So
look at his picture. Like him.
Well, it's definitely it's a post about this movie. I got no shame saying that. Now, what you might find linked in the post, that's neither here nor there.
We gotta go on the dark web to find this movie.
But it's not that. I don't want to scare people. I don't want to scare people.
I hope you have like 9 VPNs before you watch this movie.
We have had to do
Interpol's coming after you.
No, that was the Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah, goddamn.
That was the Beverly Hillbillies. This one is relatively safe.
Yeah, this was fine. I don't know why it was so hard to find that fucking movie.
Yeah. So we're not going deep cover, but we will when we need to. That's the main point there, right? Like if we have to, for you guys,
we will scour the internet to find the free version of this, so we don't have to fucking.
Well, I usually will pay for things if it's
they'll
there.
let you, they wouldn't even let us pay for it.
I only try to do those things if they won't even give me the opportunity. If they won't
see, that's like the other thing. Like I get not letting, not letting Tubi have it and just throwing it up, but at least let us rent the fucking thing.
If it was rentable, I would rent it.
What was so bad about this movie that we can't even pay $1.99 to fucking watch it?
Nothing at all. Okay, so let's get into this. So I've already said it's an MTV production. We'll start with our director and our writer, because this is easy. This is so easy. Our director is Risa Brayman Garcia. I have no idea if those first 2 names were pronounced right. It's okay. We're going to keep moving because they have directed only 5 things, 3 of which were TV shows. We're not going to get into that. So one was like an episode of the rebooted Twilight Zone. Yeah, so that's kind of cool.
That's cool. But not like a storied career by any means.
Well, they do, but just not in their directing. Not even in their writing. They have a storied career as a casting director. There's like 50 to 70 casting director credits in like big movies, like cool movies.
So he's the guy like that guy. He's the guy we need.
So this is
my Spartacus.
One of very few directing. They have one other true like movie that they directed. It was The Con Artist. I've never seen it. It was like 2000 or late 90s, early 2000. Well, I think it was early 2000. I think it was after this. So it was probably early 2000s because this was 99. But that's it. They're a casting director. This was one of the few times they directed.
Pretty safe to say this was their best movie, then?
Oh, I would assume.
I would assume. Nobody's going to argue with me about that.
So the writer, nothing else. I mean,
it's literally just this.
There is nothing else at all on IMDb. There's no picture. There's no nothing. There's not a mention of this movie, and that is it.
Not a bad showing to just kind of, hey, here you go, and then dip out.
And so that's Shauna Larson. And so that's it. That's our writer and director.
Hey, nice and fast.
We have not been able to go through that.
I know. Usually we have a bunch of shit.
We're like, oh, they made this movie.
And
they made that movie. They wrote this.
I didn't know they did that movie.
Yep, none of that this time. That's it. We're done.
Yay!
How crazy is that?
That's weird.
Crazy is that? Especially because me and you are the type like we can find one thing of everybody's we want to talk about. These guys have. And again, this is why it's a travesty, because I feel like they got robbed. I feel like if this would have done better,
they would have got to do more stuff. Like, because this is clearly.
It's not that bad.
I like it. It's an MTV movie from the late 90s, early 2000s.
From the era of MTV movies.
There's not really a plot. It's just funny things that these pretty people are doing.
Well, and on a New Year's movie, do you need a plot?
No.
Because again, that's why we chose this movie. It is literally set on New Year's. It's a New Year's Eve. It's waiting. 10
people trying to go to the same
in your party,
and it's just all their various shenanigans on the way.
Happen. So
they get there.
There are several groups.
There's the plot.
Exactly. There are several groups, and you follow theirs, and every group is connected. Not to like each group is connected.
Yeah, they don't all know each other, but at least one person knows
like every
another
group
one.
Has a connection to at least one
other
group.
one.
At least one. Some of them have connections to like multiple stories that are happening.
Or the multiple groups will interact with like the same character.
Yeah.
And that guy and then that guy ends up at the party.
Yes.
That happens to the bartender and the taxi driver.
Yep. Well, but the bartender is questionably part of one group's story. So hey, okay,
Yeah, that's right.
So here's how I broke down doing the cast. So this helps because what we'll do is when we get to it, I was like, we'll say who's that I thought because I think you can agree one group is maybe who he's really supposed to be part of the story of.
Yeah,
he does get mentioned and seen in lots of people's stories, so I will say that. But so I broke down the story as I don't want to say narrator, but he kind of is because he opens and he closes. And we see him multiple times throughout. He helps facilitate how people get to all of these different places.
He's kind of the most important character.
If you not really, but kind of. Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like a lot of this movie doesn't happen if he's not here.
If he wasn't working on New Year's Eve in 1981, then
he is trying to make sure that everybody gets to where they need to be to have a good time
and that's
keep
our
the vibes going.
That's our funky disco cabbie.
Yeah,
Dave Chappelle. That's his name in the credits is literally Disco Cabbie. I added the funky because I feel less disco vibes and more just funk vibes from him, right? Like
he's definitely more Earth, Wind, and Fire.
And less like Do the Hustle.
I was gonna say fucking disco band, name one, I don't know.
I wasn't gonna say just do the biggest hit. Do the Hustle. Do the Hustle. Sorry. I think we've even done that before. You know that? That's the Spirit of 76.
Oh, yeah. No, I think we did.
Because they did the Hustle.
Dude, we've only got like 6 jokes. We just reused them.
Yeah, well, I guess that's my fault. I shouldn't have called that out. Except for I want people to go watch that one.
Yeah.
Listen. Go listen to the episode, guys.
It's a good episode. It's a good movie. Watch the movie, then watch us.
We both... Shameless plug. Back to what we were saying here. So Dave Chappelle as the Disco Cabbie. And again, so this is 99. This is before. This is I think before the Chappelle show.
Yeah, right before. It's after Half Baked, but before Chappelle's show.
And so
he's not
Dave Chappelle yet. But he's like Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, it's like if you were a stoner in high school, you knew who he was.
His stand-up career was going. So if you were a stand-up comedy fan, you would definitely know who he was at this point. So I mean, he was a guy you might know. Definitely stoners would know because that movie was we've covered it. It's monumental.
Yeah, we know. Plug. Go watch that episode.
But so he is definitely, like I said, he maybe not the narrator in a traditional sense.
He's like the cowboy Sam Elliott in The Big Lebowski.
Yes, he is definitely the guy who checks in on the story.
He's kind of like doing the story with us.
He kicks off the story and he checks in
periodically.
Yeah,
it's how he knows all these people and kind of what's going on.
The closest to true narration from him would be the end, and how it ends. But that's the closest.
That's a great way to end the movie. I thought it was awesome.
That's the closest to real narration he does. So outside of our narrator, our groups though, after that, we literally start off with one immediately. That's his first fair. Well, not his first fair. I guess were they the ones in the car when he did the wild whip?
Oh yeah, they were.
Yeah, that's right. Because
she's like, "Hey, you need to turn here." He's like, "All right, baby, I got it. Hang on." Woo!
And so that's our group. That's Paul Rudd and Courtney Love playing Kevin and Lucy, who are friends hanging out on New Year's.
That was not clear until she said something about his girlfriend breaking up with him.
It was clear
because I was like, man, why are you yelling at your girlfriend like this?
It was I would say it was at least
because she's all like, oh, I would have threw you a party and all this other shit.
I was gonna say though, I feel like it was clear they weren't. If they were boyfriend and girlfriend in the cab from the beginning, you would at least know they were boyfriend and girlfriend who hadn't had sex. Like there was weirdness between them.
Boyfriend and girlfriend, I guess.
Certainly, if there was any kind of relationship, it would have been new. But yeah, we do find out they are just friends,
platonic friends for the past.
Trying to hang out because he just split up with his girlfriend. It's also his birthday,
which sucks.
And barely even mentioned in the movie. Like they say it one time. Do they even talk about it after that?
Well, she says something later about you should have sex on your birthday, and that's what brings up that whole storyline.
But there's so little talk about it being his birthday.
He made such a big deal about it, and I felt like it was going to be like Dante and Clerks. I'm not even supposed to be here today. It's my birthday today.
Well, he's like, I wish it wasn't I wish I never was born.
Yeah, it's like, shut the fuck up.
But yeah, so they are a weird dichotomy.
He's a very unlikable character in this movie.
Definitely, which is weird because he still has Paul Rudd
Isms,
mannerisms.
but it's like because I love Paul Rudd. I don't like him in this movie, and it pissed me off.
And it's again, it's not even just that he pisses you off; it's that he's doing the Paul Rudd
stuff, and it's like all right, stop that, because you're making me want to like you.
My brain thinks at this
but
point,
then you talk, and I'm like, you're a fucking tool.
Yeah, this is a very different.
Was
Paul
John
Rudd.
Cusack busy?
I like that.
He would have been a much better version of this character.
He would have been a much older in '99 version of this character.
Yeah, little makeup, it would have been fine.
Well, I mean, in all fairness, we gotta stop. We're gonna skip way ahead. I said we are gonna do this in the groups, but we do have someone else from the Cusack era. There's further down in my group. Yeah. Before we jump away from this group, there is one more person who is definitely part of their group, even though we don't see her for the longest time, and then she's not in Janine Garofalo
as like 30-40 minutes before she even pops up in the movie,
and she's in so little of the movie. Like, they have their brief fight, and then it's all from a distance.
Yeah, and like she walks up into the building at the end of the movie with him, and then pictures.
Yeah, she's not in very much of this movie, but she is definitely part of their story.
Yeah,
right.
She's the girlfriend that broke up with him.
That's right. Ellie, something like that.
Ella, something like
that. It's definitely an ELL. We'll both agree.
Yeah, that works.
And not Ellington.
L. We'll just call her L.
Well, I mean, we don't have to talk about her much because we already said she's not that important.
And it's Janine Garofalo. You know who the fuck she is.
So that's all for that group. The next group is the biggest group, and that's the teenagers / punks, because they're a group to get like all of their stories together.
They start off, it's not even that long. It's like you get the girls, you introduce them, then they like go just walking by themselves, and they end up going down a street, and then they're just kind of in the background shot walking in the same direction.
When I was watching it the first time with my wife, I literally called Casey Affleck in the background when he was a blurry dot. I was like, that's Casey Affleck. Because I remember this movie, and I was just like,
I recognize that weird bouffant hair he's got going.
Dude, and he's the difference in height between him and his buddy is crazy. So you just see,
it's like a foot tall.
We're jumping ahead. So the teenagers, I mentioned them first. We'll say who that is. That's Steffi and that's Val. They're played by Gabby Hoffman and Christina Ricci. I mainly want to point this out because we have our mini Now and Then reunion here. Yeah. We had two of the girls. Also in their story, as we've already heard us say, Casey Affleck as Tom. He is a punk, and then he has a best friend, Dave, who I already ruined, and I should have saved this one because your reaction.
Yeah, you really should have.
Well, but again, like, it's one of those ones where, like, I didn't know if you clocked it, and I just had to make sure. You know, like, how do I do that without also having to then follow up with you about who it is? So
did you recognize this guy? No? Oh, okay.
Sometimes
and then just shut up.
Sometimes
wait, what?
Sometimes I know that they're so obscure that I'm gonna surprise you with it, and those are the ones I saved. This is the one where it was like, I don't know. Did you?
No, he looks nothing like anything else I've ever seen him in.
And so because he's
got the orange
black lipstick.
Yeah.
Okay, so
eyeliner.
Before we go further, this is Guillermo Diaz is the guy who plays Scarface.
Fuck
and
you. Fuck you. Fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you. I'm out.
They killed Killer B.
They killed Killer B.
Yes, and
we're just plugging all of our old episodes, aren't we?
He is the wildest looking you will ever see him. Because again, he was in Weeds for a couple of seasons.
Yeah.
He's been in.
He's
a bunch
usually
of shows.
Got like a mustache or a beard or something. He's got facial hair, and his hair isn't usually Chucky orange.
Well, and he's rocking, like I said, the black
lipstick and the eyeliner and everything.
No joke. And the vibe he gives off is Silent Bob because he doesn't talk. Plus the mannerisms, I would tell you, feel like mid-90s Robert Downey Jr. He feels like the Robert Downey Jr. that is in Home for the Holidays.
Yeah, a little bit.
And so it's just like there's such a weird you can't tell.
They had a full face shot of him, and
You
I
still
still
couldn't- no.
missed it.
I love it. I love it. It's one of those totally obscure, like crazy fucking things.
That fucking hair though, man.
That is killer, dude. It's killer. But so that's their group. They have their own adventure. We'll get back to all that. Our next group that we'll talk about. So this is just to show you guys how many, like we were saying, big
cast,
huge actors. Huge, well, not huge at the time, but these
will
are
be
names
big names
these
later.
are all names you know.
There's a lot of them are just starting to be big.
So our next group, we have Jack and Cindy. Both of these people bigger than some of the other people at the time the movie came out. Questionably, one of them not so big now. So
Yeah, what the hell?
Jay Moore.
I was gonna say,
Jay
where'd
Moore
he
is
go?
Jack. He had a drug addiction.
Makes sense.
Literally just saw. It's so funny. I just saw a clip before watching the movies. Before watching it, not even like in between viewings or something. Of him talking about how he was like, yeah, I got clean from alcohol, and then after I got clean from alcohol, I started drinking NyQuil.
Good job, man.
What a
way to
weird,
step it up.
What a weird one. And so like I don't remember even who he was doing the interview with, and they were like, really? You can do that?
Well,
yeah,
we used to.
It's a Pauly Shore interview.
Oh yeah,
You've
man, we
gotta
used to
see
do
it.
that
It's
in
so
high
wild.
school. You drink enough fucking
No, that's it.
NyQuil,
He
you
just
get
looks at
pretty
me. He's
fucked
like,
up.
well, you good. He's like, you don't want to go to sleep.
Yeah,
obviously.
you gotta stay awake. If you can fight through the, I'm gonna shut up now.
Wait, no, listen. The whole no, you're just saying what Jay Moore said, and the whole time Pauly Shore is just looking at him like, what? He's looking at his producer like, for real?
Is this real?
I advise you and the people at home, look up the clip.
That's pretty
wild.
funny.
So that's what happened to Jay Moore. To answer your question,
Nice.
in one clip that you can go home and
Got
search.
addicted to my cough syrups.
But yeah, so that's what happened to him. So, but Kate Hudson, obviously, huge, stayed huge. We loved her in Almost Famous.
Yes.
Fucking
Another
every episode we can right now. Again, there's just so many people in this movie that just give us the
they like
the
we've
crossover here.
talked about most of these people before.
We've talked about other MTV productions. We're just all. I mean, we
grew up in that. It was like
Yeah.
every 6 months there was a new MTV movie.
But that's their group. They've got their story. The next story is the most. One probably has less screen time than this one, and but it's way more important. But so like the least screen time and least important is this one, and it's Caitlin and Bridget. The two girls.
Yeah, the two hot girls who were like,
Who are just trying to get.
we got to find a man
They
before
gotta get
midnight, or
fucked.
we'll be jinxed for
Yeah.
the next year.
Weirdest storyline. Very
That one
unimportant.
The
The bartender.
yeah,
This is the one I was going
and
to
she
tell
breaks up with my Scottish brother, my poor guy, Eric.
who is crosses over several. You hear him
he
mention.
crosses a few.
You hear him
fucking
mentioned in a
stories.
bunch of stories. Yeah, but so yeah, but I would say theirs is definitely the least important story.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe more screen time just because we see them pop up several times.
Yeah, they even get like a wrap up at the end.
And so it's baffling that they get more screen time than
I feel like you could have cut them
than the next person, especially
after
Oh,
they
yeah,
are
yeah.
done with Eric. You could have they could have disappeared from the movie.
But so yeah, the bartender Ben Affleck is with them more than anybody else, because this was one of those other ones we were like, we'll talk about. But you agree though, like if you had to lump him into a story,
yeah,
more so like he does. I agree.
He
with
has
you.
way more lines with these two chicks than anybody else in
Well,
the
and
movie.
I'll grant you, he kind of crosses into the Lucy Kevin story.
He's just walking. He's just kind of walking, but he keeps breaking cups and dropping bottles and shit.
But she also gives the number, and she tries to pick him up, and she
Yeah.
meets him, and she tries to bring him into their story.
Did you feel like he wasn't really trying?
No, and he definitely wasn't. I'll
Like
give you
he's
that.
just kind of like, I'm just kind of here.
Ben Affleck only did this movie because his brother was doing the movie, and he was kind of trying to help
Then
out.
try harder. If you're gonna try and put your brother over, you got to commit.
Well, I think
I just felt like it's like, oh, Ben Affleck just showed up on set.
So what happened? So the reason he got like that is because what happened is, again, he wasn't trying to be important to the movie, right? He was only trying to help his brother by being in the movie. It was a small role. He's not important in the movie. The day he agreed to do it, the next day in the trades about, when you're in the industry, the trades that they all read, he was it was his
Oh,
name
God
more than
damn it.
everybody else's. So he
So
probably
he was
went
like-
in bitter.
Yeah, being like,
At
I'm not
them.
gonna. Yeah, fuck this.
I'm not
They
going
already.
yeah.
They're not gonna talk about my brother, which was the
And
whole point.
again, probably wasn't their fault.
So I'm gonna make them mad when they watch it. They're gonna be like, I ain't get nothing out of.
Remember
Affleck.
that this was MTV, so that's
Yeah.
like it's awful because it probably had very little to do with the director and it had
Mhm.
everything to do with MTV, and so she got a bad performance, and
I could see it.
nobody got what they wanted because of somebody at MTV.
Yeah,
That's-
some executive as
know?
usual fucking not reading the room correctly
That's 100%.
and ruins everybody's day.
So our actresses playing Caitlin and Bridget, it's Angela Featherstone and Nicole R.E. Parker. I don't really know them from anything. I looked up their stuff. People will know them from things. We've got so many people we can't take the time to say
I liked
stuff.
them.
They did good parts.
They were
They did
just the right amount of bitchy to
Yes,
where you didn't
yes.
hate them, but
you
were-
also didn't want to hang out with them.
yeah.
They
But you wanted to see them more.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, I'm not upset that they're here. They're kind of catty bitches, even to each other.
But like we said, least important story.
Yeah.
The most filler-like story that there is, despite the next one being the one that probably has the least screen time, but technically most important, and that's Martha Plimpton.
Yeah, the hostess of the party.
The party that everybody gets to,
Right at the end.
but again, they're all on their way to it. But nobody
Literally-
gets there until the
literally
very
right
end.
at the end. The last 5 minutes of the movie is people like going to this party, and then Ben Affleck shows up, and then it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, happy,
Yes.
and it fades to black.
Yep.
Movie's over.
So Eric is with her storyline.
Yeah.
The guy. So Martha Plimpton is Monica. Eric is played by Brian McCarty. Scouse, not Scouse. He's Scottish for sure, but he's Glasgow, so he's like
Yeah.
right on that edge.
He's a bit of an English Scottish accent.
yeah.
It's a bit weird. Because
He-
at certain times with certain words, it's very thick.
he technically starts the movie in the Caitlin Bridget story.
Yeah, because he's dating
Bridget,
Bridget. Yeah,
and
Caitlin is the one with the matchbooks. Who's
she's the
trying
redhead,
To,
the
who's trying to
crazy
like
redhead. Yeah,
steal him from her friend.
she is just trying to get laid at any cost. So if you notice, she constantly tries to give the matchbook and then pulls it back.
Yeah.
She tries to give it to him, and then she gets it. I need a light. And he
As
pulls
soon
out
as
the,
she
no,
find-
he pulls out the lighter, and she goes, "A match."
Because they do the whole thing in the bathroom where she's like, "No, he's a really bad fuck. You
Yes.
have no idea."
Well,
And
that's
she's
what I
like,
was gonna say.
Is he? Oh God.
Then they make up the story to get rid of him. My boyfriend, I met while
Camping.
the way she stumbled through that. My boyfriend, see, we had met while camping
And then
And then
just
he disappeared. on the trip.
Yep. So I thought he was
Yeah,
dead.
from the background,
But Caitlin, yeah, I
Caitlin,
thought he was dead.
he called me this morning. Dude just stopped. He was just so mad.
So let me understand this. Your ex-boyfriend who's ostensibly dead calls you up out of the blue on New Year's just to say, "Hey,
Mhm.
I'm not dead.
Mhm.
Get fucked. Fuck both of you. I'm out." I was like, "Yeah, man, fuck both these bitches. Get the hell out of here."
But so then that's when he jumps
over to
over
Monica.
to be Monica's storyline. But again, that's
Because
basically
he still doesn't know that the reason why chicks keep breaking up with him.
is this. Yeah, and so that's what his whole storyline is that. And so
Sure.
Monica, you start to think you're going to get more storyline from her because she's the hostess and we know everybody's going to go there. And then Eric shows up and you're like, what is this even happening to her? Because that's the biggest screen time she gets
Yeah,
is the
her and
scene when
Eric.
Eric shows up. And you're just like, that's not even fair to her.
No,
Because
it's
it
not.
is essentially her telling him like, no, that bitch was right. You're lousy in the sack.
You suck. It's the worst. Like even in high school, I had better.
And he's just like again, like
I love it.
He does the scene where he's like, "Oh, I'll show you."
Right.
And she seems into it for a split second, and then he ruins the food. And
I
she's
know.
like, "Fuck you! What are you doing?"
I was like, oh, you shouldn't have messed with the
Right?
food.
No, she checked out.
Because she has been so
Yes.
crazy about like no one's gonna show up to my party, and then you wreck the table.
Yes. And so also in their storyline is Hillary.
Yeah, who shows up
friend.
right at the table thing.
Well, she was there to start with, and then she left because she got promised Eric.
Yeah.
Even though the girl couldn't do it. She was like, well, I mean, technically he's with someone, but I don't know.
Nobody worth mentioning.
The 6 months, they all keep bringing up the 6 months. Everybody's a
It
different
goes
take.
back and forth.
Everybody's a different take. 6 months, you think that's a long time? That's no time.
I feel it's a perfectly adequate amount of
and
time.
then the girls are like, it's an eternity. 6 months? Hillary was like, I don't even know who I was with six months ago. What are you talking about?
No, he's the guy. He does the art with the like the flowers.
Yes.
With the
the
yeah.
flowers. Yeah.
All right, cool. That's fine. And she still leaves. She's like, no, you can't leave. She's like, oh, I'm gonna come back now. I wasn't before.
I wasn't before, but now I will. No. So what I think is funny about the 6 months is, well, I would have to agree with all of the girls who keep saying that it doesn't matter. Like 6 months is nothing, because if I'm going to tell you right now, unless media is lying to me, Friends and How I Met Your Mother and every other thing that is set in New York City would lead me to believe that in 6 months, yeah, dude, 6 months is like six.
Yeah. Ancient.
Right? Like, again, 6 months can feel...
according to Joey, 2 weeks.
Yeah, 6 months feels like an eternity while you're in it, but then as soon as you're not in that relationship, 6 more months, you don't even know who that person is.
Yeah.
Who, you don't barely remember their name.
Especially if you only dated her for like, what, like is a couple months.
Yeah, dude.
You know, like 2 months, and then 6 months onto that is like, fuck.
And you're in a city of 8 million people. You know what I'm saying?
You've dated 6 people in between those two to get to Bridget.
I just don't think...
Because he's like a successful artist,
Yes.
as weird as it fucking is.
Strange.
It's New York.
With his weird outfit. Since that's basically... that's
why he's like dressed like almost like a vampire.
Well, no, dude. He is dressed like Hugh Hefner. He's wearing a maroon smoking jacket with a pajama style shirt, right? Like a
yeah. I didn't pay. I was like, why is he dressed like he's trying to be like some weird vampire guy?
I'm telling you right now, it was supposed to. It had to.
No,
have
I
been a
get
Hefner
it.
Look,
The
right?
the weird smoker jacket.
It's because again, it wasn't really a
needed
smoker's
a pipe.
jacket, but it was maroon like the smoker's jacket, and it was definitely like that. Satiny.
He didn't
pajama
have
shirt.
He didn't have the slippers and the pipe, so I didn't get Hugh Hefner.
But so yeah, that is essentially our main. That's our cast. The only other people I want to mention is Elvis Costello.
Yeah,
because it's awesome.
One scene.
No, there's two. You just don't. You can barely see him. He is apparently in one of the bar scenes, telling somebody to get Paul Rudd maybe just pushing him out of the way and being like, "You're in the way." And then again at the end
of the movie,
that's it.
But when they're coming out of the fucking thing, and he's like, "Get out of my way." Yeah.
He's only in that scene to set up for you
the joke
that Elvis Costello is in the neighborhood.
Yeah,
he is present.
But wasn't he actually doing something in '81?
Yeah. He had real plans,
an
actual
blocks down.
show with his band. Yeah, so he could have
buy it. He got done rocking out and then just wandered into this random apartment party.
Well, and the reason we have to mention Elvis Costello, even though it's in a small cameo type role, is because the soundtrack to this movie is dope, and it's not because of MTV. It's because of Elvis Costello.
Yeah,
Elvis Costello did all of it. Like the producer loved him. She was like a first-time producer, and she just happened to see him somewhere. Told him I love this album, and it's an album that's like the deep cut that nobody talks about.
So she went basement tape on him.
Yeah, and he was just like, "That's cool as shit."
He's over like, nobody liked that album.
And so then he agreed to be in the movie. He helped her get royalty rights for big hits, really cheap.
A tear ran down his face as she's talking, like, "Oh, everyone hated that song."
So I think that's so cool, dude.
That's
so
awesome.
Cool. And then the last person I will mention is not really in the movie. You won't, if you try your damnedest, you will see him for a split second. I am fairly certain there's a whole storyline that got cut from the movie. But so David Johansen, the lead singer of the New York Dolls / the cabbie from Scrooged. You remember we've talked about this, that guy.
God damn it, man! Another one. There's another one of our episodes.
Christmas one.
Are you doing this on purpose?
No, but just
flip your computer around. I don't believe you.
I've got paper notes today, and I promise you, they're not there. But yeah, David Johansen got cut though. You can literally.
Yeah, I didn't notice him at all.
He was a bartender in the second bar, not the one that the Not the one that Affleck works at, but the one
The
that
one he takes
the
the
people
two
to.
girls to the dog pit or something like that.
Whatever. It's a tiki bar, and that's why he's got like the cool like fucking fruity drink for the
one
girl.
where Courtney Love is
Yes.
attempting to sing in.
Yes. David Johansen you can see him over the shoulder when Ben Affleck gets the two girls to drink the first time.
Yeah.
You can see him for a half a second.
So half
fuzzy.
Fuzzy. Half of his face.
He's not even fully, but just when you know that he's supposed to be there, you can see it and be like, oh, that's definitely him.
But he's on IMDb.
Listed with two other characters, Cheryl and Cheryl's friend, who are in the movie.
Yeah, they called Jack an asshole.
But they are in the movie so little,
disappear.
but they are high up in the listings to the point to where I feel like and there's also someone listed as French rocker, and you gotta agree with me, there's no French rocker in the movie.
There's the punk band that was,
not French though.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I heard English coming out.
Yeah, I didn't catch any French accent.
But certainly not a character, right? Who would be called French rocker. So I feel like there is
how would you know? Like, are there different? Do the French punks look different than us? Do they wear berets?
But so I agree with you that Cheryl had to have had, because when I mentioned this to you,
I feel like there's like a whole another 10-minute storyline that we're missing.
Think about how much her name got mentioned in that scene with her, in the way like how other people's name have got mentioned. They are.
Oh. No, her and her friends show up again. They don't have any lines, but when Bridget and Caitlin are getting into the cab,
yeah, that's right.
They're pushing Cheryl and her friends out of the fucking way. No, I think you're right. There's like a whole
there
other.
There had to have been a Cheryl and Cheryl's friends.
Yeah,
and it included David Johansen and a French rocker. That's my theory.
I didn't know the French like to rock.
Apparently they do, and apparently they would have been at the tiki bar. It'd have been more of the tiki bar.
Tiki punk. I like it. Right? A French tiki punk.
Well, so, and that's the next part. So the locations, right? So if we've mentioned before, sometimes in movies, locations might as well be characters. In this, there are like 4 recurring locations that everybody just keeps ending up at. Yeah. So there's Affleck's bar that he's the bartender for. I don't think we've even done justice yet to the kind of... So Ben Affleck's character...
is really how to play. He's like wearing like flannel.
Well, and they all think something different. They all think he's the coolest dude because they don't know anything about him, right? They're like, maybe he's an artist. He's a tortured soul.
Yeah.
He's this.
Oh, he's like a misplaced farm boy trying to make it in the city.
He's in the flannel.
Yeah,
like they all
something. But then he's like a 3rd-year law student. And it's like the lamest shit ever.
Real estate law.
It's not even cool law. He's just like, he wants to make money. They got to get on those Reaganomics.
You guys want to dance to Devo? Yeah?
All right. I like Devo, though.
No, but it was funny the way he said it. Come on, though. The way he said it. You guys want to dance to Devo? And then he hit him with those outfits look really nice on you. They'd look even nicer on my floor. But he delivered it.
Yeah.
Not smooth.
No.
Oh, man. So yeah,
how do you like your eggs? Scrambled or fertilized? I'm just kidding. Yeah. But seriously.
So again, there's
they ditch him. Yeah, obviously.
But so there's his bar. There's the tiki bar. There's
the coffee shop. Shows up twice.
The punk.
The punk scene. They go back to that because they
leave it, then they go back to it
because they got to deliver Tony's package.
They get it's fun. They get the package for Tony from there before they leave there, but then they go somewhere else and Tony's not there, and they come back there to look.
They're
for
hanging
Tony.
out on this random stoop.
Yeah,
it's just like, Tony went back to the club. It's like, but that's where we got the package to begin with.
Yes. So
I feel like Tony's fucking with him, right? Yeah, like he's like, I just want them to move this random box around the city.
Let's see. And then there's the actual house that the party's at, right? I think that's everywhere. Is there another
I think so.
Bar?
Oh, there's the weird biker basement that Val and them end up in.
That doesn't count. I feel like that might just be the basement to the punk club, maybe.
Yeah, I could believe that.
Like it's just the kind of degenerates that hang
where
out.
The super hardcores are at,
right? You tell me you couldn't feel that vibe, maybe.
No, I watched that scene and shit, and like that Steffi girl is like super terrified, and I'm like, yeah, no, I hung out with people like this, and I still wouldn't have went down in this fucking basement.
Well, she thought she was going safer.
Yeah, she's
That
like,
is
I'm
funny.
just supposed to hang out with with like a punk band, and we're gonna go to a party. It'll be fine. Then there's like literal skinheads over here shaving their fucking scalps.
Yeah. Well, and so like me and Bo gave mentioned to earlier, like this is not a. There's not like a cohesive story happening here.
No, it's
there's
just
not. There's not. This isn't a 3-act. There's not something.
what,
They're
like,
not leading to a.
what would you
point.
call them? Like vignettes?
Yeah, totally.
Like it's a
little
series
pieces
of vignettes
stories.
of like this guy's doing this, these people are doing that, and then it's all going to come together at this party at the end.
Yes, but so like the build up we really get is like so like the Paul Rudd Courtney Love story is just that it's a will they won't they fuck tonight.
Yeah, pretty
Right?
much.
That's
Like they there's two scenes
Like
where
it's literally
they
that.
dare each other
Yes.
to fuck them, and then it doesn't like.
It doesn't happen until the
My
very
favorite
end.
one is the Courtney Love one where she's just like, no, I've decided I don't want to do random sex with people who don't care about me
You
anymore.
decided tonight,
Right? Like
this night of all nights, by
He is-
chance, when it's me.
the funniest thing about that is he's so hurt. It's an actual like legitimate
Yes.
like it sounds dumb like he's being a dick, but,
But
no,
he is just
watch his face.
genuinely- yes.
He is about to cry. Like no, like anybody but me, I guess.
Yes.
Right? That's how he's taking it. And she's like, "No, you idiot. I've been trying to get you for the past 5 years and you're too fucking stupid to notice.
And
So
yeah.
I'm going to fucking leave now."
And fuck somebody else.
And fuck the bartender? Yeah, and fuck the bartender.
Yeah, it's good.
It's always the bartender.
It was good. So yeah, their storyline is just a constant will they won't they
Mhm.
with again really close will they's.
Yeah,
really close
twice.
will they's.
If Ellie hadn't have shown up in the first one, they
Yeah.
totally would have.
Again, it played out the way as Dave Chappelle, our magical mystery,
Our smooth talking,
Guru guy,
wise taxi
says at
driver.
the end, everybody got exactly what they needed.
Yep,
Right? Like that's how it
Everybody.
played out. It's true though.
it
'cause
is everybody.
the next story I wanted to talk about is the teenagers, which also bleeds into the Jay Moore Jack one because that's how it ends. So the
Mhm.
teenagers, though, they like we said, they end up with the punks. They thought the punks were trying to get them. The punks were actually really nice guys
Yeah,
because when you think about it, they were never. The girls thought the punks were following them.
yeah, like going to like attack because Steffi's like, I know a girl got attacked
Yeah.
on Avenue B. She's terrified of going past Avenue B.
She doesn't want to enter the depths of
They-
Avenue City, of
they end
Alphabet
up,
City.
They end
Yeah,
up
she's
like
trying to
on
say,
like
yeah.
Avenue H or like they're way deep into the fucking hood by
yeah.
that point.
So they just happen to walk behind them.
Yeah, they do. They're going to the club.
Yes, they're going to the punk club. Like,
But the way it's shot, you're like, oh fuck,
They
maybe
are
they are
followed.
being followed.
But then it takes, as the progresses, you finally see like they're like, we need to get a payphone. The payphone is in the punk club, and then they see them in the punk club, and they're like, they followed us, and it's like, no, you're in the place
They're
they were going.
Like no, they're wearing Misfits jackets. Did
Yeah.
you see that? It had the ghost face on the back of them.
If anything, what happened is they were on the way to the club, saw the girls once,
Yeah.
and then when they got to the club, they saw the girls, and they were like, what are the
Oh,
chances
hey,
those
it's
two
those
hot chicks
chicks.
were here? And then they just wanted to talk to them, right?
It was a little creepy following him out like all the way to the back alley.
But so here's my thing: if the alley's not safe, maybe they were just trying to go out there to be like, hey, there's two hot chicks
we
went
better
out there.
like, oh,
We need to tell them to come back.
I saw that creepy guy in the red fur jacket that they put. Did you notice when they bust the door, that poor bastard just goes flying over the stairwell?
So all I'm saying to you is there's at least a chance.
Yeah.
They were good guys the whole time.
It just, the way they shot it made it seem like, oh fuck, are they being stalked?
but
So
so
then they pull the beer out.
let's
Like
have a
everything's
beer.
fine.
Then they hang out for the night. Everything seems good. Christina Ricci just starts like hopping on any guy she sees. It's crazy. This
No,
chick.
it's after she calls her mom and before they go in the punk club the first time, she's talking to Steph. She's like, "Look, we got money and fake IDs. We can go in here." The second time I watched it, I caught it. She says, "We'll try again later."
Mm-hmm.
The first time I watched it, I thought she said, "Look, we got fake IDs. We got money. Let's go in here and try and get laid."
Yeah,
and
no.
I was. And then she's on like bouncing back and forth between the guys. I was like, "Damn, what a slut."
Well,
That accent though is hard for her to understand.
yeah, Yeah,
and it's totally in character, I'm sorry to say, for Val
yeah.
to have said something like that. So it's not my fault.
No, it would have fit. It would have fit. But she is the one. She's the one that I was going to get to. She is the one who crosses over out of story. So the punks, they all hang out. Everything's good most of the night. She jumps between both punks. Then she doesn't care about either of them. Then
I mean, Dave kind of gets so drunk and they leave him on the street.
But then they head straight to the party from there.
Yeah.
And the party changes everything. We don't even really get to know the depths of what changed at the party. We just know surface level through some pictures at the end.
Yeah, at the end.
But so once they get to the party, though, we do know one major change happens, and she jumps stories, and she jumps into Jack and Cindy's story. And so to get their story is so easily wrapped up. It's so funny. So Jack is just this douchey guy that every girl falls in love with.
Yeah.
And he hates it.
Yeah.
He actually wants to know why.
It's a curse.
Yes. He can't believe it, and he wants to know more. He wants to understand it because he doesn't want it to happen.
What is it about me? Why am I so special?
Well, what the only thing is, though, that poor Cindy was also a virgin, and she's convinced that that's why he wants to know this stuff. Why did the virgin choose me? And he doesn't care. He doesn't care that she was a virgin, just like she doesn't care that he thinks that's what was important. You know what I mean? Like,
he just wants to know why this always happens to him.
It's not her. It's not the fact that she'd never been with somebody.
It's
Although
literally,
I will say it did pique his interest a little bit more, because I think to him he was like, you don't even have a frame of reference. What the fuck is it about me?
And it still happened.
Yeah,
right.
Like, I think that's at best what it was.
He is a
tool.
Yeah, he is a fucking tool.
I agree with him in questioning why any of these women are falling in love with him.
My favorite thing is, like, after she figures out that he's a dick, she's like, "You're not nice at all." He's like, "I never said I was nice. You did."
Yeah, that was never my claim to anything.
I'm an asshole. Every woman in New York hates me.
And they should.
He deserves what happens.
He does. So that's what I was going to say.
He deserves what happens to him.
The crossover here is that are super underage. Not super, but definitely
16,
are underage.
but he's like 25, 26.
Something. He's pushing
almost 30.
He's pushing 30. He is there with her in bed the next morning.
Yeah, he
clocking the realization.
You looked a lot older last night. Don't worry, I told my parents that I slept on the couch.
It'll be our secret. I'm not telling.
Do you want to know why it's our secret?
I know.
No, it was so. He's like, I bet I know.
And she was like, I bet you don't.
It's because I love you. He's just like, oh god damn it. It's like on top of his curse continuing.
Yes.
Now your ass is going to jail because she's like, I called my parents and like, oh, they want to meet you. I was like, I bet I know why. Dad's gonna put a shotgun under your mouth.
100, dude. Well, it's just, they're getting married.
Oh, definitely.
If there was a text roll, it would have been those who are married now. Right?
That's how they roll in Rockamunka or whatever the fuck they were from. It was
just a weird neighborhood in Long Island, right? That's what it was supposed to be. So then our other part of the teenagers, the one girl, she finally she got nerve. She realized she could handle the city, right?
Yeah.
That's Steffi. Steffi was like, she was like on top. The next morning she woke up and she was just like smooth roller, right? Like she was just like, I know how to handle the city. Fine. I can do the city.
She's even going to deliver the package to
by
Tony.
Herself. There's not even no punk involved anymore.
Tom and Dave are gone. She's still got the package. She's like, I gotta meet my friend Tony for breakfast and give him his package.
It's so good, dude.
What was in it?
What was cocaine?
It had to have been.
Tony was a fake name they use for the guy they give the cocaine to. Tony Montana.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you think it was Tony? Like fucking a fucking Al Pacino cameo right at the end. He's sitting in a diner eating eggs.
So funny. That would be so funny, dude.
What the fuck took you so long?
Yeah, Steffi's only role in the movie was literally just to actually. She's like one of few characters who truly just evolves.
Yeah,
for the good. Some of these people evolve, but I don't know if I'd say it's for the good. That being our next two that I want to talk about, Tom and Cindy, because I don't think either of them evolved for the good.
No, but I'm happy for him.
I am, maybe. I feel
it's like the nicest ending. It's like, the two hopeless romantics found each other.
It feels very nice, but it is also horrible.
Oh, it's going to be short.
It's
going to be one of those, like, short.
The text roll would be they split up next week.
Yeah.
Because you want them to succeed because, like you said, they're both hopeless romantics, right? But in the worst way, because she is the kind of person, and again, Jay Moore maybe has a magic thing about him that makes people fall in love with him. Maybe that's what it was, and it's not her, but she definitely is a person who is maybe susceptible.
His biggest problem is not explaining to chicks like, I'm temporary.
So, but my thing though is that we don't know if she falls in love easy or if it is that he has a magic power,
right?
But we can assume that it's maybe somewhere in the middle. So she definitely falls easy.
Yeah. And he is just desperately wanting that, like, that princess on the pedestal.
He says it when he talks about Val. He said, I like this. Like, she felt like a little girl. And I was like, whoa,
hang on.
Watch your words.
Chill.
And then he said the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It was her round eyes.
And her round
big
head.
Round head. Her big round head.
Big round head got me, dude. I was like, so it's just like a ball?
Oh, but so he proved, though, in that scene, he proved my point, which is that he doesn't actually fall for any of these people. He falls for the idea of wanting to fall for someone.
Yeah, this is what I think will happen.
Yes, and the only problem...
And again, all Val is after is some dick.
Yeah, so the problem with him finding Cindy is that she will feed into that without it actually
It's going to be a very short, very passionate, very toxic relationship.
Or if it's long, it's not... Again, it's going to be bad. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't foresee a great future for that relationship.
This is the relationship that kind of kills that thought process for both of them, right?
Again, like, you want the best for them. You want the best. You want to believe they succeed.
But it's going to feed into each other in the worst way possible.
A movie is going to paint it like that's the beautiful relationship.
No, but in
the real world, there's usually problems.
Are we pessimists?
Maybe, I don't know. But again, I think
love
if people
exists.
saw the
It's
movie,
all gonna work out.
I think if people saw the movie, they would see what we're talking about.
Yeah,
because he even does it like 2 other times before that point in the movie.
Yeah,
like it's very clear.
It's a problem he needs to talk to his therapist about.
100%. So I think people will understand what we're saying. Well, maybe her too.
Maybe they can use Janine Garofalo's therapist that she's banging.
But she's sleeping. Well, no, she said she's just sleeping in his house.
Fucking shit.
Well, she never slept with Jack.
Well, that I believe, but bullshit.
But everybody falls in love with him.
Yeah, and she doesn't love Jack. This is why I believe it. She was kind of like, no, fuck Jack. I hate Jack.
So then, like we said, the next group is Caitlin and Bridget. Their group is not important. They are literally just trying to bone, and every time something doesn't succeed, they go on. They go and try
another one. There's even like a random guy at the bar when they're like, they have the realization of like, no, it's a real thing. Remember when it happened that one time? Yeah.
We have to do this.
Fucking
it's gonna ruin the whole year.
The skeevy guy behind Caitlin that literally just like creepily smelled her hair. She suddenly turns to is like, "Hey, how you doing? You want to light my cigarette for me?"
The only thing that I thought was truly funny about the whole like thing, their storyline, was the part where it's basically wrapping up. They get the cab to go to the party. They finally meet our cabbie.
Yeah, they're in there with Dave Chappelle,
and she gives the whole speech that is actually kind of hard to follow. Like it's hard to follow, and the Dave Chappelle's like, "No, I get it." She like it's like this, and then she has to then wrap up. What he like they go back and forth like she says something dumb and confusing and then
Dave Chappelle does that whole story about his friend Twiggy and he dies
she goes back and says, "See, I think what he's saying is this.
We shouldn't be fighting over these dudes."
And then the
Bridget
was
the best. She was just like,
"Oh,
so love kills is what you're saying." It's like, no, damn it, we shouldn't be fighting over these men.
That was such a funny scene because it was just this like again. What you realize later is that it was the fact that those two they were trying to bone that night already, right? Yep. And so they were like, she was trying to give him the wink, like, you got to help me sell her on this. And then at first he didn't follow, but then he did. And he told the story, but the story was wild. And so then she was like, I got it. I can use your story though. I found the way to close it up. And then she told that and her friend was like, so you mean we shouldn't be boning anybody?
Yep, let's pinky swear. We go home.
She goes, so you mean that if we don't do this, we're going to do nobody, and that means like nobody
even if we're cursed for the next year.
And she goes, well, that's the kind of friend I am.
All right. and then immediately
Literally.
looks at Dave Chappelle
And they
like,
do the wink.
hey.
It wasn't even a wink. It was like 2 seconds away from a Kevin Smith dance in the back. You mean like a
Yeah.
total like snooch to the nooch? It was so-
Snoochie boochie, baby.
It was so funny, dude. I loved it. But it was just immediately like, okay, so we know those two are boning tonight.
Oh yeah.
And they did.
Oh,
And
dude, no, they had some weird
no,
sex.
there were
They are like
handcuffs
handcuffed to
strange-
it. Like his arm is handcuffed to her foot.
It was
And he just looks at her and he's just like, guess who reloaded, baby?
Ready to go.
Yeah.
but also though, Bridget hooked up with somebody.
She hooked up with the
bartender.
Ben
The douchey
Affleck.
bartender. After
And
she was the one who clocked not being with him first. If
Yeah.
you watch the two of them, she was the one as soon as he said lawyer,
She immediately deflated. She's just like, oh,
you're not an artist?
ew.
Ooh, you're
But
not
see-
you don't have a
But then
tortured
it,
soul.
they cut to the end of the movie. She's like, ah, he wasn't that bad.
He even
He's
even,
kinda cute.
he even said that he was okay with the fact that we ditched him like that.
Yeah.
And it was like, you mean the fact that you validly left the guy that was weird and
Right.
you didn't want to be around?
was creepily fucking
He
talking
told
about
you that was
eggs.
okay. Doesn't that make him even less
Creepier.
okay to tell you that something?
No, it's totally cool that you were okay with me being a creep. It's fine.
Bo, I think me and you are both more woke than we realize, right? Like to be like that like no, like honey, you shouldn't even have to feel okay about the
Yeah.
fact that you like.
I don't know. I like to believe chivalry isn't fucking dead. Okay, maybe.
But that's not even
Maybe treat women like they're supposed to.
Well,
be
I
treated.
agree, but I'm saying our take about her opinion. That's
Yeah.
the woke part. Like, like, because again, chivalry is not like we should, but we're saying like the fact that her take was what it was is like, honey,
Yeah,
whoa, baby,
you ain't gotta do that. It's
You
okay.
shouldn't put, it's he didn't need to give you your permission to be like, yeah, he was a weird dude. I don't think he should have got the comeuppance he got. You know what I mean? Like, to me,
I honestly thought like he was gonna be the one out of everybody who went home alone.
well, so here's the thing,
Because like
for
from
him
the
to go
beginning,
home alone,
from the beginning of the
Bridget
movie,
would have to go home alone. So that's that's what I was gonna say to you.
no, she
Who could she go home
no,
with?
she goes home with Dave Chappelle too, and they both wake up, and he's just like the booty master, right?
Look, they do hint at.
That would have been even
Well,
funnier.
there is at least one time where it's hinted that we could have had one three-way, but it's not even that. Do you remember who it was? Courtney Love, Janine Garofalo, and Paul Rudd. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
So okay, we have now talked about each of our stories. Well, no, we need to do Monica and Eric real quick. So Eric got kicked out of the one storyline
and
shows
goes into
up,
Monica's.
and Monica says the same thing. She's like, "No, you are a horrible.
You
fuck."
are bad at fucking. And then there's like the weird. He's trying to like. What was the
He wants to-
massaging her head scene?
and then throws her face.
yeah,
into the
because she's like,
floor.
"You're hurting my skin." He just fucking smashes her forehead off the ground.
I don't know.
Oh well, fuck you, bitch.
But it was hilarious. That made me laugh so
Eric's
hard.
my favorite character.
When he throws her head into the
Everything
again,
is-
it's not funny.
No,
Don't
it's
do
not.
that.
Don't do that. But it's funny.
Just the moment. Well, because she even plays like she's just
You're like,
she,
dick. What the
Yeah,
fuck? It's not my fault.
she's
You're
not,
bad
like,
in
hurt.
bed.
You know, it's not like she's like bleeding from the forehead. She's
Don't
totally
blame
just
me
like,
because you don't like the answer.
yeah. You asked, I answered. Don't get mad.
Eric's my favorite character.
Even though he's the worst.
Yeah, he's the worst. But all of his shit is funny, and I think the accent helps.
It definitely does. I was gonna say that. I
Everything
feel
is
like
funnier with that
If
Scottish
Paul
accent.
Rudd was that character, you wouldn't think it was as funny.
No.
That accent makes up for some of the dissonance.
He's like sloppily pouring the tequila, and he's like, we're not talking about some kind of like physical deformity, like everything's in proportion, right? And it's like no, dude, I don't think she's saying it's weird or your dick is small. I think you're just
it's the emotions.
yeah, it's not some kind of ethereal uniting of humanity. It's just sex.
And you're like, there
there
we
it
go. Now
is.
we're getting.
You're one of those.
You don't.
I
well,
have 3 minutes to get my shit going,
no.
right?
Well, and you can tell because he even says, "Oh, the one time I fell asleep."
How do you
right?
fall asleep?
No, you can tell that between the emotions, I'm not supposed to care
Yeah.
about that, and then like the physicality only. He is the dude who is I mean, I got off. You didn't get off yet.
Yeah, definitely.
That's who he is.
No
That's
mat-
what's going on.
No
here.
matter how long it is.
They're not saying that, but that's the between the lines.
He doesn't
about
want
this
to. He
character.
doesn't want to put in the work.
And so, like, their story again ends with her being passed out before the party ever starts. He leaves.
Oh, because she starts power drinking.
Yes,
Because
yeah.
that Hillary chick starts.
Nobody
shows up.
shows up. Nobody shows up except for Eric. Her friend Hillary, who does show back up when Eric is shirtless, and remembers that she got promised.
Yep.
Eric. So she got back and she goes, "Oh, this is Eric?
Oh, he's already ready for me. His shirt's off. Awesome.
He's primed? Perfect."
Hillary was the one in this movie who wanted to get laid the most.
Yes. And she got what she wanted.
She did.
She did not like it.
She was very disappointed.
Everybody got what they deserved.
Mo-
Remember, deserved,
Yeah,
not want.
yeah, no, I
Deserved,
agree.
not want.
Everybody in this movie got what they deserved,
Including Hillary.
including Hillary.
Which was to not get off, but she got fucked.
Yeah.
She got laid.
For a while, it seemed, because it was morning by the time
And
they
she was still
stopped,
just
and she
like-
was just like, "Yeah, it was good. I got a meeting."
And
But
then
it-
dude, the bluntness with which she told him. Yeah, no, it was definitely bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
You could tell that we didn't see it, but immediately after she was out the door, like it was like she said that, and then the door slammed.
Yeah.
right? like there was no further
And
conversation.
then Eric jumped out the window.
Dude, it was
the poor fucking
again.
guy.
Everybody got what they deserved because as much
He-
as Eric is your favorite character, tell me
he
didn't
needs to
deserve
learn
that.
to eat some pussy. Apparently,
Well, he needs to learn something. He needs because again, he's too full of himself.
Yeah,
He is very full.
pull
of
a
himself.
toy out, man. Get weird. Come on, do
And his
something.
apartment proved how weird he was.
Ooh, that was a
The
lot of
flowers. Again, we got to say this.
No, there's that one chick
everybody
artist
well,
who
and-
does
well,
it.
But, yeah,
But these are just
everybody knows what we're saying. They're not.
those
They're
are not flowers.
They're not flowers.
That is just
Those aren't tulips.
those are
Those are tulips, but they're not tulips.
I forgot what I was gonna say. Something about Jerry Garcia.
Oh,
Somebody in the comments form a joke out
okay.
of Lips and Jerry Garcia for me.
So yeah, like we said, everybody ends the night basically getting what they deserved.
Yeah.
And so some people that's good, some people that's bad.
Even
Some people that's questionable.
Kevin and Lucy, I'm fine with it.
Kevin and Lucy, I'm probably the
They
most
finally-
fine with. I feel like out of everybody that could have a working relationship,
Yeah, it's probably those two.
Because like we already said, we wish that Tom and Cindy have a good one.
Yeah, because
It's
it's
probably
it's
not.
it's the Shakespearean
Yeah,
romance
it's
kind of thing.
probably not though.
Yeah, no.
Right, like
and Jack's going to jail.
100%. Eric was
Eric's dead. He threw himself out a window.
Hillary's no longer there. Monica's pissed off because she doesn't.
She missed out
the
on
party.
Elvis.
The party was there at her house.
When she's passed out through all of it.
It was huge and successful and the best party that anybody's ever seen.
And she wasn't awake for any of it.
Although I will say, what we've been saving and we've hinted at, the end is our narrator with a bunch of Polaroids because he shows back up
best.
to the party.
I almost stopped.
Yes, no, this
I
was,
did. I almost turned the movie off,
No,
and then
this
the
Polaroids
voiceover started.
Is so good. And what I'll tell you is great about the Polaroids is even though she thought she missed everything, if she would just call up our magic taxi cab driver, she would at least have a memorable set of photos.
She would have known.
That dude took more than one picture of Elvis Costello
just
dragging
dragging
her, body
her
around.
around.
He called him a
The-
necrophiliac. Dude,
Yeah, this necrophiliac carrying around this,
look at him.
this dead
tell,
body.
Tell me she ain't.
Look at them
you
eyes.
Can tell. You can tell. She,
Look at them crazy eyes.
She dead.
And look at her.
She did.
That bitch dead. Dead.
The only thing that would have made that party any better would have been if Rick James walked through the room.
No, the best was at the end. Is it like, and there's me. Look at me. I got what I wanted too. I was looking for some booty.
No, that's
Them's
what's
my booty eyes right
That's
there.
what's beautiful about this character is again, he is like our pseudo narrator, and he gives us, like we said earlier, like the little bit of knowledge where he's like, everybody that night got what they truly deserved.
Yeah.
And then he follows up the truly deserved line with, and I got what I wanted, which was some booty. He was again.
Some freaky ass booty.
Tell
Some
me-
handcuffed and chains booty.
That was so like, is he Thurgood Marshall's dad? Is he the like half baked guy's dad, dude? Like, it felt like that was the way half bacon, right? Like
81. When were they little kids in the beginning of half
80s.
baked?
I don't know. Do you
Was
get
it
what I'm saying?
86,
maybe
87?
Maybe it lines up. Maybe
It might.
But you get what I'm saying? Like, tell me
It's
the way that this ended didn't have the same feeling as I got some booty.
I got some booty.
And this one was not written in any way by Chappelle. You get what I'm saying? Like, tell me that's not
It
nuts.
does. It feels like it's his dad.
Oh man, because that's our wrap up.
Oh, it's like the same city too. The half bakes in New York too, isn't
it
it?
may Chicago, maybe I can't remember.
I feel like
We have
it's,
to
I
look
feel
back.
like it's New York.
Maybe it was.
Somebody in the comments will.
But no,
correct
Bodegas.
us.
That's New York. Bodegas.
Yeah, definitely.
Bodegas is generally a New York City thing. All right, though, guys. This is a fun movie, and I think more people should watch it.
Yeah, they really should.
Before we're all the way finished, though, we have one more thing to do, and so that's the thing.
The
Bo,
thing.
let me ask you, what's the thing, dude?
Apart from wanting John Cusack to play Paul Rudd's character, which I already mentioned, that's not really the thing. My thing is this movie didn't really do a very good job of feeling like the 80s. It felt like a late 90s, early 2000s movie, even though it's supposed to be 1981.
So when I looked up, again, this movie has so little people talk about it. There's so little trivia.
Yeah,
so
I
little
bet.
people are trying to find out.
It's
So,
not like
you
it was
know,
like huge. Like I
nobody's
doubt Paul
interviewing the
Rudd
people
is
to find
talking
out
about
this one.
Yeah.
So they're not giving like leaked information about it. But the one of the few things I did read is that like that's what the most people will complain about. There are lots of anachronisms. There's lots of
Yeah, like some of
they
the
let
music.
cars slide that shouldn't. There's
Some of the
that
music
shouldn't.
isn't
There's
even
some
from
this that shouldn't.
1981.
Now, in all fairness, though, Elvis Costello really tried for him. So he was like, he even went as far. So I love that we got here because I forgot to mention this the first time. So he went so far as when he was helping them come up with like the soundtrack and royalty rights for different songs, he would come up with the characters and say, this is the kind of band that was small in New York City
At the
in
time.
1981 that this kind of dude might have listened to. So they were
So like,
things.
he's like seriously thinking
Yeah, so
about
there are
it.
things that royalties wouldn't have been big for because they're not huge bands. These are smaller things.
It's one of those ones where
They're
like we
around
can
the
just cut him the
city.
one check.
And so, like, yeah, he really tried. But so obviously, the thing about doing something like that is sometimes the thing that fits the character the best might be a
Little-
year. You might have to
Yeah,
work a
like,
wiggle room.
83 instead of 81.
And so you do that a little bit, you don't lose the vibe.
Like the
But the more you start to do that, the more cars that slip in, the more songs from the wrong time, the more that it starts to creep in the back of your head, like things don't feel right.
it feels like an early 90s at best.
I get it, dude.
That
I
was,
understand.
That was
I
my
understand how
only
things like
like
that happen.
real
Yeah, yeah.
problem with it. It didn't.
I
feel,
think
it
the
did
character
not
list
feel
doesn't.
like
I think the
1981.
actor list of the characters doesn't help that.
No,
vibe
it really
in.
doesn't because it's like every like 90s actor ever.
Like and to the extreme, right? Like again, like they do a good job. People
maybe if
look
they-
the parts.
maybe if
People
they-
look the parts. It's not the. It's again like
If they put John Cusack in there, that might have made that worse.
it would have
No,
way worse.
No, I think about
so
it.
again, like that's why I told you.
Like what, like a year
So,
before.
Martha Plimpton was our same era as John Cusack.
Yeah.
So we have a legit Goonie
What was it?
here. You know what I'm saying? Like
Fuck, what was that movie we did? John Cusack in the radio store, record store.
High Fidelity.
Yeah, High Fidelity. That was what, like a year before this movie? 98?
Something like that.
Yeah, so like it would have been
that
it
era
would have
of
made
Cusack.
really would have made me feel 90s about this movie.
So you get what I'm saying? Like
Go watch that episode.
their best bet, I think, for this, and maybe it would have saved the movie, right? Like it might have helped things.
Yeah.
Well, no, because that's where we're wrong. Because now we're both looking at it like, even though I saw it before, I'm still looking at it from that lens of like, I know these people and they are the 90s. And you're looking at it only from that lens. But that's why I said at the top, dude, in 99, most of these people
Weren't these people?
Dave Chappelle wasn't Dave Chappelle. Paul Rudd
Wasn't
certainly-
definitely not Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd was like,
I was like 2 years ago he did Halloween 4. Wasn't it like 96?
He did the overnight delivery that I told you about
Yeah.
with him and Reese Witherspoon. That will be some point. But so he did like that one, and he's done like he did small. He might have been on Friends, but again, like,
Was he on Friends?
yeah, dude. He ends the series. He's who dates
yeah, that's
Phoebe
right.
from the
I
the
forgot
last
about
2
that.
seasons.
Oh, I forgot
He's
about
the
that.
one that's there for the princess banana hammock
Mhm.
scene.
I forgot. God damn it. I'm mad at myself now.
But so again though, Paul Rudd,
Yeah.
very 90s face.
Yeah, for us.
Like and for most people. But at the time, even when this came out, you still might have been forgiven for that. So that's not even what it is. Like, like for us today, that's what it is. Like seeing this is very hard to be like, oh, that was 81. Because
Yeah.
these people like I think of as the 90s.
The weird
But in 99, that wouldn't have been the thing that stopped people.
and the weird mutton chops, man. Like I watched X-Men.
They're cut too high.
Yeah, all
They're
I'm
cut
thinking
too
is
high.
like
Dude,
Wolverine,
he should
man.
have had them come down further. Those are like mid cheek.
I know.
It's so
Or
weird.
or like not as pointy this way, like maybe like shave the points off so it's like
yeah, Blues Traveler.
yeah,
style.
Blues
Yeah,
Traveler, yeah. Well, I
get
mean
it.
that's still 90s. God damn it.
It is.
Fuck.
You're right. I don't know.
All right, Shane.
What does an 81 mutton chop look like?
Fuck General Burnside, fucking Civil War mutton chops.
All right.
Shane, just since mine was fun, what's yours? What's the thing?
Dude, mine is not much better. Like, we've skated around it at the beginning, and my thing is just that why wasn't this better? Why isn't this?
Yeah.
Why didn't you know this? Why don't people talk about this?
It's a good point.
It's again,
I'm kind of mad about it.
like
that
you said,
I missed this.
Like you said, it's not a great movie. And
No.
I'll back that up. It's not great, but it's not bad.
no, it
does a good job
it's
of a
fun.
simple adventure for a night.
Yeah, shit. What's the one with
It's
the
less
hotel?
adventure.
God
right?
damn
like, 4 rooms.
Yes,
It's less. There's less stuff going on, like crazy stuff. But there's still just like people going through a night.
yeah,
Right. And I
then
like
coming
that.
together at
I
the
like
end.
this like look into the lives of people. Things don't have to be over the
Yeah.
top all the time. We don't always need a room on fire. This is good, right? Like we get just enough.
Not
like,
everything needs to be
craziness.
superheroes and CGI shit. We can take $1 million
I
and
can
make a fucking
handle
party movie.
A character study of what people are doing
Yeah.
on New Year's Eve. Especially the year this came out, I was a teenager and I definitely put this on as background for New Year's Eve. You know, like
oh no, this is perfect
that's
for
what
that.
would be good for.
This
To
is a
put
perfect
on
movie
as a
for that.
background movie for New Year's Eve. Because it's got the theme right. You feel the fun. You look up. You see little adventures.
There's no
happening.
character that you just hate.
There's
you kind of want everybody to
Jay
get.
Moore.
You
is
want everybody to get what they deserve.
yes. Jack is the closest to hating.
Yeah,
Right?
that's
He
because
is kind of a tool.
he
dude.
is, but that's because he's an actor and he thinks that he's just God's gift to women, and they all just fall in love with him. And it's like, man, go fuck yourself.
Well, again, though, and he's also,
Also,
he's a
the, like,
tool about the fact, like,
the
he knows they do that, and he takes advantage of it.
Also true.
But yeah, so like back to my thing, it all comes down to it. Like I said it at the top, MTV produced this. We have actors that are huge now, and at the time, some of them were up and coming. Some of them were even bigger than just up and coming. It feels weird to have like everything right in the equation to at least be something we all remember.
Yeah.
But somehow be something that is completely absent from the zeitgeist. People will remember. People will see this. They'll see the picture. They'll see the thumbnail I make, and they'll be like, I remember that.
And then hopefully they'll watch the movie.
And I hope they do.
And then it'll increase the
I wanna be the
demand.
person
And then it will be on
rentable.
Yes.
I want to be part of that renaissance. I want to be
Yeah.
the person that kicks it off.
Let's bring
Because
this
again,
movie back as the New Year's Eve tradition.
It doesn't deserve the hate. Okay. It doesn't deserve the hate it gets. We had to finish that line. I love that you said that, but I hate that you said that, because do you know the one thought that entered my head while I was watching this? If this were a New Year's tradition, right?
Yeah.
Like, we're going to make this the new thing that we're watching on New Year's.
every year.
Okay. This movie came out in 99, about 1981.
Mm-hmm.
If that movie were to come out today, this would be about the year 2007.
Oh, fuck off. Wait, no, hey, you're an asshole. Come on. What are you making us feel old for?
It was just, I couldn't help it. It was a thought in my head at one point. I was like, oh, yeah, I was watching this in 99. No, listen, because in 99, I was like, oh, in 99, this was like 3 years before I was born. So multiple years before you were born. But so you get what I mean? Like in 99, I remember watching this and being like, oh, that's before I was even born, and being like, that's so long ago. And so I thought about it. I know. So
I resent the fact of you making me feel old.
So then when I was watching it, it was like one of the few thoughts that was in my head. I was like, in 99, I remember being like, man, this is so crazy.
I was in 6th grade in 99. Come on.
This movie is set before I was even born. And then I was just sitting there thinking, and I was like, so yeah, that was 99. That's 18 years. Let's say 18 years ago, 2007.
God damn it.
All right, guys. I think at that point we are done.
As we feel old and decrepit, we shall end the episode.
We are finished. This was fun again. Like we started to say, this is good. It's a fun movie. People need to watch it. If people should look for it
in our town, check out Sawstone.
Yes, the beer. Stuff. First off, obviously, we didn't say a lot before. Well, no, we said a lot about Sawstone. We didn't say a lot about the beer yet.
Well, we'd only had like one.
Well, I've had this multiple.
I haven't.
I love this one.
I think it's good.
It's one of my favorites.
It's what I called earlier a sneaky IPA.
Well, because it doesn't.
Until you said it, I didn't know this was an IPA.
Yeah, well, in the
I thought it was a lager.
The construct is different than a normal IPA, but it's done in the. I'll show you. I'll show you.
You're show me the chemistry.
Maybe I'll plug it in somewhere for social media. I'll
show the molecular formula.
Well, no, they have a thing where they describe molecules. How it's made, and they talk about it.
Oh, put that in the description.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so again, I knew that I liked it. I knew that I wanted to use it, and this was a perfect way to use it without having to come up with what movie.
For real.
Sweater Weather. I'm sure we could have, but this was way easier. This was and more fun, right? This was a good New Year's. We got to use their.
What's the movie where the plane crashes in the mountains? That's definitely Sweater. That's definitely Sweater Weather.
But this was fun. We got to use their fancy their
celebratory
glass.
6th anniversary.
Looks very New Year's celebration.
It's fluted.
Yes,
right.
Feels like a champagne, like you'd be toasting champagne in it.
Beer stain.
But yeah, so this was a fun movie. Go watch it.
Yeah, go watch it.
Again, if you need to know where to find it, message us. We'll help you find it.
We'll help.
The drink, if you want to get, unfortunately, you have to come here. It's one of their seasonal releases.
Yeah, but worth the trip.
If you come here, tell us you're here.
Yeah, let us know.
Maybe we'll go.
We'll go drink at Sawstone with you.
All right, and so what are we drinking next time?
We're going to be drinking Lagunitas Hazicus Maximus
Hazy IPA.
Because I am drunk and said that terribly.
So we have used their
we've
Maximus
done this
before.
This is our Gladiator episode, right?
Not I think this is like a different variety.
I think this is like a double IPA or a hazy.
It's a hazy. I think the other one was a regular. I don't know. We'll do the research before we come back and talk next time.
You think after 3 years we would have learned the difference between all the IPAs?
We just know what we like and what we don't like. That's really about as far as we get.
I recall liking the last one, so I have high hopes for this one.
And so now for our movie, I'm sure those people at home are hearing us talk about this and they're like, oh, Gladiator 2. Because when we did yes, definitely a no. And I feel I want to apologize to everybody because when we did Gladiator, it was like 2 weeks from when Gladiator 2 was coming out. And me and you both were like, oh, and we'll do that? That's going to be cool.
It'll be great.
Such great. I still haven't seen it. And I've not heard anything that has made me... I
saw Denzel Washington sitting with a fucking newspaper and tapped out.
I've heard so little that's made me want to watch it.
But I like Pedro Pascal, though.
I'm sure it's worth the watch.
He's a really good actor,
But we came in, we decided we just couldn't yet.
I haven't worked myself into it.
We're not ready. So we do have a movie in mind for this. So we're going to be doing year one.
Yay!
You guys know
I
what
can't-
we're talking
yeah,
about.
The Jack Black. Well, it'd be like,
Michael Cera.
It'd have to be BC, right? Because they're like cavemen in the beginning, right?
Yeah, but that's the joke, is that the history doesn't line up in any way. Anyway,
There's
right?
There's like a 1,000-year time jump between
It's
like them
kinda-
walking
well-
out of the forest into the where Oliver
Yeah,
Platt is.
it's like a weird history of the world type
Mhm.
vibe, right? Where like it doesn't line
is.
up. You just have to kind of take it with a grain of salt.
It is super funny.
Yeah.
I saw it in theaters. Hey, this is one of the. I think there's only been like 2 or 3 other movies we've done where I've actually seen it in theaters.
I think the other one was one. The other Jack Black one was one, right?
Yeah, it was. It was Nacho
Did you say?
Libre.
So, because we've got this is a loose end on obscure Jack Black movies, but it's also a loose end because for the first time ever, it's the
Beer sequel?
beer,
A sequel beer?
So
A
like
beer
it or,
quel.
like it or not, it counts.
Yeah, it counts. Kiss my
That's all
ass.
that matters. All right, guys. This has been fun. It's been a blast. You know what we're doing. And the next one kicks off 2026. As wild as that is to say. More big
honestly,
plans. More big plans. We
hey,
got secret.
I am totally fine with that. I honestly did not think I would live this
Still doing
long.
it. We've got more.
I thought I'd be dead by now.
We've got more secret plans coming up, too.
Oh yeah, and my other channel, I got stuff planned for the summer that I'm hoping to do. Kentucky Fried Chronology.
So, yeah.
Shameless plug. This whole episode has been nothing but fucking shameless plugs to other shit.
Look, we're starting a new year and we want people to know all the things they should check out, okay?
Yeah, just you see our face, go for it.
All right. Anything you want to tell them before we're done?
I want
dude?
them to like, I want them to comment, I want them to subscribe, I want them to go check out my other channel, Kentucky Fried Chronology, where you're going to get all your fun history facts. And Happy New Year to all, and booty to all y'all. Hell yeah.
A match.